Alright boys, we are back, and it's time to continue Year 8 with our Vancouver Canucks, our struggling Canucks right here, with a record of 21-18-3. I thought we'd be a lot better. It's not that horrible just yet, because we're still very early in the season, and we're above 500, so all it's going to take is, a good 10 games where we go like 8-2 or 7-3, and we're back up there. But I would like to figure this out, because, all throughout this season, I've been saying, there's no doubt that we're a playoff team. There's no doubt, and so far, we've just been about average. Now, I was asking you guys in the last video, what kind of changes could we make, and just everything, man. There's so many different opinions. So, first things first, right? I keep on seeing this. I keep on seeing people to say, trade Clint Windsor and bring up Bobrovsky and let Janes be the goalie in the AHL. I already said that I want a starting goalie in the AHL because we have guys like Renas and Jones who I want to get a lot better, and if you put a goalie who's 69 overall as a starting goalie, your AHL team is not going to make the playoffs. So I'm going to leave Sergei Bobrovsky or Clint Windsor as a starting goalie in the AHL. That idea, though, about bringing Bob up and being the backup, that helped us out last year, and if we don't right this ship by the All-Star break, I think I will bring up Bobrovsky and go on like a 2-to-loss ratio with him and, what was his name, Goddard, because that worked out last year for us, and so far, every time we put in Windsor, he allows like 4 or 5 goals. So that is something that I might be willing to make, but for right now, I'm not touching the AHL teams, okay? It's all about the NHL team. Now, interesting. I was thinking, put Drouin back on the second line, try to get him going, but I was reading one comment that actually made a lot of sense to me. I was complaining that Jonathan Drouin, he had a lot of those points, like the 40-goal season, 67 points, like, what was it, like 3 years ago now. But you guys pointed out that that was because he was playing alongside of the two Sedin twins on the first line and on the first line power play. That actually does make a lot of sense. They would help him get like 40-goal season. So in the meantime, he doesn't have players like the two Sedin twins to play alongside of. So that does make somewhat sense. So, also I've been seeing comments saying trade Drouin with Cassian. Package them together for another, stud on the first line. I don't want to do anything that crazy just yet, okay? Jonathan Drouin is playing the whole year on our team this year. If we're going to trade away a guy like Jonathan Drouin, it's going to be during the offseason or during the draft deadline so that we can get the exact player that we want, okay? But Jonathan Drouin is not going anywhere this year. We got to figure out how to get Drouin, Mackey, and somebody else going. And I don't think it's Sarich. Even though Sarich has had a good year so far, 38 points in 42 games. I don't know. I don't think he's helping out. I don't know why he wouldn't be helping it out, though. Offensive awareness is 98. Defensive awareness, 99. His passing is 92. So he can get the puck to Jonathan Drouin. I just don't know why. I don't know why this line is not working out. So I want to try something. We got to shake this up. I want to try and go back to Tarky, Mackey, and Drouin. All right, let's see if they start to pot some goals home. And you know what? It worked out last year, but I want to keep Suter. I'm so tempted to go Suter on the third line center because that really helps out the third line. But we got to leave, I got to leave Suter up there. And Sarich and Reinhardt, okay? Then we're going to go Faxa, Ernie, and I'm going to bring back up Jensen. All right, I want Jensen in there because he actually is one of our better offensive players. So we got to get Jensen going. And I just wonder if Cassian is hurting our team because he's too good on the fourth line. So he's not helping it out. Maybe a tough guy on the fourth line would be a better idea. But we can't make any trades to the trade deadline anyways. Because if I'm going to find a tough guy, I got to find one that a team's willing to give up. I'd rather find the best tough guy that I can. So we got to hold on to Cassian for right now. But I want to go back with Jensen, Faxa, and Ernie. The reason I want to put Jensen back in there is because I want to try him out on the power play now, okay? So hang on one second here. Defense, I'm going to go Pulock with Edler, Murray and Tanev, and Benoit and Ravenko. Yeah, that's fine. Now, power play. This is the big thing. I want to go Drouin, Mackey, and Tarky, right? And then I want to go Sam Reinhart, Sarich, and I don't want to use Suter. I want to use Jensen, okay? We put Sam Reinhart in the middle, Sarich on the... Actually, no, Sarich has the better face-offs, yeah. So go Sarich, Jensen, and Reinhart. Because Jensen, his offensive category is really good. His shooting category. Slap shot power and wrist shot power. So let's just try to put Jensen on the power play. Let's see what he does for us. And we'll keep this number in mind. So he's got 5 points in 29 games, okay? So let's see how many he gets in the next month. Four-man power play, yeah, we'll leave that. And then the penalty kill is fine. You guys were saying that top 10 is fine for penalty kill. And we need Windsor to start playing better when Goddard gets out of the lineup, okay? So we're going to go with that for now. I'm not going to make any trades or any crazy best line changes until the All-Star break. And we still have, yeah, one more month of this. So we'll go one more month and see how our team is. Right now we're at 500, so this will be a good test to see if our team gets better or gets worse, okay? So I'm going to, yeah, let's run with Goddard for a bit here. I don't want to be making changes, every second game. I want to get into a good run with this team. I still stand by that where, this team is good enough that we should be automatically a playoff team. I still stand by that. I just don't know why it's not working right now. There you go. But then again, it might just be coincidence, and it also might be, towards the end of the season, towards the All-Star break, and after the All-Star break, we start to play better for some reason, So I don't know what to make of it just yet, but we're 3-0 since I made those changes, so let's just keep her going here. Come on, the Buffalo Sabres, they're below 500. There you go. All right, there's another win. This is what I'm talking about, right? That's why I wasn't getting too crazy, just because, it's early enough in the season. We have a decent enough record that if we start to go on a winning streak, we will start to turn it around. It's not like we're trying to make up games. There's another win. All right, something's working right now. Something's working. I can't really speculate what it is, but something's working. Oh, yeah, there's another win. All right, just keep on going, Patrick Goddard. Whatever you're doing, it's working. Calgary Flames, they got a really good record, 29-12-4. They're better than us, technically, on paper, and we beat them. All right, so it's going good now. Something that I just changed or something coincidental is working out for us. Let's go with WHL. There's 2 forwards in the WHL. We'll go 6 weeks. There you go. Keep going. Yeah, let's try to get up all the way to the All-Star break here, Goddard. You're doing pretty good. You got 27 wins on the season. You're not getting any backup from your backup goalie, but what are you going to do? You don't need the backup. You want the time. You want the ice time. And look at Billy Mackey, 37 assists already. We're almost at the All-Star break. This guy might end up with like 70 assists maybe, close to 70, north of 60 at least, which is really good. There's another win. All right, yeah, we've turned it around now. We've definitely turned it around. All right, there's another win. All right, so something that I changed, it still could be coincidence because it is a simulation engine, but, 20, 25, and 6, come on, don't lose to them. Don't lose to them. Yeah, of course, we're going to lose to a sub-500 team. But you know what? That's still okay. Even if we lose every single game now to the All-Star break, we had a pretty good month there in January. And something that I changed, it had to make a difference. It could be our power play got better, or it could just be Jensen back on the third line. We'll check that out right now, actually. So I don't want to mess with anything, but I do want to just check out the individual stats. So don't worry, I'm not going to make any line changes, but let's just see how far we came back up the standings here after it does its simulating. Hang on a second here. All right, there you go. So in January, we only lost 1 game, okay? So hell yeah. Where did we come in? I think we came in right here. Where did we... I can't remember if we won those 2 games. I think we just came in right here. So technically we won 2 games before this month, and we won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We won 12 in a row, okay? So you can see how it quickly turns around. We won 12 in a row, and now we're at the All-Star break. So wins, Goddard is up there with 30, yeah, because he's not getting any help, and he has to start every freaking game. Points, are we up there? Billy Mackey's up there with 55, okay? So what did I say about Billy Mackey, man? Mr. Consistency. Assists, Billy Mackey is up there, 5th in the NHL with 38. Goals, we are not up there. Jonathan Drouin's 19. He's 4 behind 8th place or 6th place. So, you know what, he is within striking distance if he started off better, but maybe he's turning it around. Eastern Conference looks like that. Carolina, they got 80 points. And, yeah, haven't they won the Stanley Cup back-to-back years now, Carolina? And now they're President's Trophy again. They won the President's Trophy last year. Jesus, the Carolina Hurricanes, man. And we sit in 5th place with 65 points. We have plenty of games above the 9th-seeded Columbus Blue Jackets. So something's working out for us right now. Let's go into stats, team standings. And I don't want to take too long on this because I do want to get to the trade deadline in this video. But let's just see. So goals for per game, we're getting up there to 3. So we definitely started to score some more goals. Goals against per game, 2.49. I want that to be around 2.25, top of the league. I don't think it's gone down. I think our goals for just went up. I can't remember what that was in the last video. Power play percentage, 17.6. I think that actually went down. All right, we're still scoring goals, though, and penalty kill percentage, 17, so that went down as well. So it's weird. Our special teams and our goals against stats went down, but I guess we started scoring enough goals now that we actually went up. And our last 10, let's see what our last 10 was. Oh, yeah, well, last 10 is 9-1, yeah. All right, so, I don't know, kind of weird stats right here. You know, I want to check out Jensen. Let's see how many points he got. It could just be, you know, the first line really started to tear it up with Tarky, Drouin, and Mackey now, and now we're starting to score some more goals. I don't know, man. It's weird. Sometimes the simulation engine can be a little bit weird. So you got Mackey with 55 points, so he's still way up there. Sarich with 46. All right, so I don't know if moving him off the first line is going to hurt, but he's still up there. Suter's got 35. Reinhardt's got 32. Drouin and Mackey. Drouin and Tarky. We got to see if these guys can pass them now, okay? So they got 31 points in 53 games. They got to start to pass Sarich, Suter, and Reinhardt. But if they don't, you know what? Remember, I want Mackey, Tarky, and Drouin 70 points or more, and our second liners 50 points or more. But because we went back and forth a bunch, we may have like 5 players with like all 55 points. So I don't know what to make of it. Faxa on the third line is doing really good for us. Radek Faxa, he's going to get that 30-point season, no doubt. Colburn, Jensen. So he had 5 points in 29 games. Now he has, 6 more points in, 19 games or 11 games? Yeah, 11 games. So 6 points in 11 games. So he started to get some points there. So yeah, that's better than Callahan. Well, Callahan did good for us, but at least Jensen started getting some points. Did he get any power play goals? Got 1 power play goal for us. Okay. Defenseman. The thing about it is, maybe the stats aren't looking like they're increasing anymore, but we're winning games, so I don't want to change anything. Edler, 29 points. Pulak, 21. Okay, Tanev, yeah, Ravenko, and Benoit gets no assists, but he gets goals, and he's a +4 player still. All of our defensive players are plus players, so it must be our penalty kill that's helping us, well, not helping us, but making us lose games. And you know what, Goddard, he's starting to play a lot better. 2.17 and a save percentage of 92.62. So Goddard, he's turned it around, and hopefully our offense just keeps going here. So you know what, I'm not going to make any changes. Let's just keep going. Let's get, yeah, I want to get all the way to the trade deadline in this video so we can decide what to do. Because we got to trade away Cassian this year. Even though, you know, if we start to win games, I'm not going to want to trade him away, but we have to. For salary cap reasons, we have to. And we can easily just get a tough guy, you know, a mid-80, lower 80 tough guy that was maybe drafted in the first 3 years who is really good by this time, okay? We can find someone like that. And look, you know, maybe I shouldn't make that trade, boys. We're starting to win games now. Whatever I've done, it must have been a change that I made. It's too much to just be coincidence. Oh, look at that. The Edmonton Oilers acquired Mark Stahl. That's not a bad one to increase their defense. That's not horrible. Come on now. All right, there's 2 in a row. That's an overtime loss, though. Come on, don't start to get into this hole now. Get back with a win. I'm going to go back to Windsor if we lose one more. So let me just wait for one more. Hang on. One more day. One more day. And there you go. Stop the simulation. Nashville Predators, 29, 15, and 9. All right, so we won, so I'll keep going here. But if we lose one more, I want to go back to Windsor just to get one game. Give Goddard one day's rest if he needs it, if it makes any difference. Okay, there you go. There's another loss. All right, so we've won our fair share to get back on track, but now we're starting to lose some games again. So it's not the worst thing, but let's get back on top of this. All right, so Windsor, man, you've had a horrible season, but here's a chance to get a win for us. All right, a big win too. I consider this a big win right here. Help us out as the backup goalie. You got a great team to play against. 15, 37, and 8. Come on. And you lose. How many goals did you allow? Jesus, man. Clint Windsor. This guy has fallen from grace. Absolutely. Go back to Goddard now. All right, how many more games before the trade deadline? We got 3, 6. All right, we got 6 more. I'd like to win at least 3, but 4 would be nice. If we can go 4-2, or 3-3, or 3-2-1, or 3-1-2, something like that, I'd be fine with. Win at least 3 games. You got to get at least 6 points out of it. Come on. There you go. 5-1 loss. Yep, figures. All right, so even though we started to win all those games, we might come back down to earth now in these final 6 if we lose the majority of them. There's another loss. For fuck's sakes, man. This goddamn game. It's all over the place. We went like 15-2 or something like that, and now we're like 0-4. Come on, man. Let's go. Win a game. Win a game. Colorado Avalanche, they're not the greatest record. Jesus, this game is all over the place. It really is. Holy crap. And it's also the teams that we're losing to, right? I mean, look at their record, 28, 29, and 8. Pittsburgh, okay, they're a good team. Philadelphia, all right, they're a good team. The Rangers, 19, 37, and 8. We lose to them. Oh my God! So now we've lost 5 in a row. I don't know how that happens, man. We've won like 12-1 or 12-2 or something, and now we've literally lost 5 in a row. Give me a freaking break with this. Come on, 3 more. We can go 3-3 in those last 6 games if we win these 3. Holy crap, man! This is ridiculous when this starts to happen. I don't understand the simulation of this game sometimes. Sometimes it's too much. It really is. Scouting assignment, like it's too coincidental, you know. There you go. Top 5. Yeah, that was that, what's it called? Playmaking, Scandinavian Swede. Sorry, I'm just thinking about something. OHL, QMJHL. Yeah, we'll go OHL for top 10. All right, so we've come back down to earth here. We got to the trade deadline. You know what? This is making it a lot easier for me to make that trade for Cassian now, because we're not steamrolling all the way into the playoffs now. We did lose. So in those final 6 games, I wanted to win like 3 or 4. We went 1-5, okay? So not the greatest run here to the trade deadline. We're 36-31, okay? So, you know, the playoffs aren't guaranteed just yet, especially if we continue to play like we're playing. We have a 9-point lead over the 9th place Dallas Stars. Okay, 77 points, but still, man, we could have been doing a lot better. I just don't get that. It's crazy how it works like that sometimes. I mean, look at this. We go from win, 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 loss, win, 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 and then all shit like loss, loss, win, loss, 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 loss. Like, it's just crazy. Like, break it up a little bit more, but whatever. All right, so we have 26 losses on the season already. I definitely want to make that trade for Zach Cassian, just because, you know, we have to make that move anyways. And you know what? We're not the greatest team, so let's take a look at everything first, like the team standings once again, because I still think we need to make some changes because this team's, it's too streaky. You know, if we go into the playoffs on a good streak and we're playing good, yeah, we can get to the 3rd or 4th round, but if we hit the 1st round and we're playing like we are right now, we'll get swept. So goals for per game, 2.87, it's good enough, right? We're top 10. If our defense could play a lot better, we'd be higher up in the league. Goals against per game, yeah, we're 14th in the NHL. We're nowhere near 2.25. All right, so that's our Achilles heel right now. We're allowing way too many goals. It might be our penalty kill now as well. Let me just see. Power play percentage, 20.1. We're top 10 for power play percentage. I'd like to be around 25%, but you know what? Nobody's around 25%. So, you know, it's not great, but it's not horrible either. And then the penalty kill, that's the Achilles heel right there, okay? So it's our goals against, and our penalty kill could be doing a lot better for us. 81.9% is not good enough. Our home record 20, 10, and 3. Our away record 16, 16, and 2, and our last 10, 2, 6, and 2, okay? So, yeah, I don't know. We just hit a wall here and playing like shit. So, let's check out the player stats. Let's see who's doing what for us. It's going to be interesting now if Billy Mackey's not a point-a-game player, because then maybe Tarky and Drouin should be moved off the first line. I don't know, man. This team is still in a rebuilding stage. You have players who you don't know where they're playing just yet. I mean, we know Billy Mackey's our first-line center. This guy, doesn't matter who you put with him, he's a point-a-game player. 69 points in 67 games played. If he was to end the season tomorrow with 69 points, it's a good year for him, and he's only going to get more. So, great season for Mackey. Sarich, he's trailed off a little bit just because we moved him to the second line. Tarky, he's starting to go up there, and Drouin's starting to get up there as well. So, yeah, they're starting to play better. Tarky and Drouin are both 20 goal scorers. I'd like them to be 30 goal scorers. I don't know if that's going to happen. It could, but it might not. And Suter and Reinhart, they're starting to trail off because they don't have a Drouin or Tarky to play alongside of now. Okay? Faxa, he's already got the 30 points, so Faxa's been arguably our best player along with Mackey because of his position, right? As a third-line center, I only want 30 points from him, and he's already got 30 points, 14 goals in less than 70 games. So we got to give Radek Faxa some props here, and only 4 penalty minutes. All right, this guy's been a stud, and some penalty kill time. Radek Faxa's been great for us. Zach Cassian, he's got 22 points on the 4th line. I mean, that's some great depth, and he's a +3. Adam Ernie, 22 points on the 3rd line, a -10. All right, Jensen, 18 points. I don't know. I think Jensen is just not getting it done. I think on that 3rd line, I think we should make a change. Yeah, I think we should trade maybe Jensen and Cassian for maybe a third liner, and then put Callahan on the fourth line right wing. You know what I mean? Like, because it's just not working. It's just not working. I could, if you're gonna play him in the top six, but we already have a top six, so I could use a more rounded third line left winger. You know, maybe a tougher guy, a power forward or something. He's just not getting it done. 18 points in 54 games played. It's not getting it done for me. And also being a -10, all right, it's just really not getting it done. So we got to figure out what we're going to do with Jensen. And defensively, points, Edler 34, yep, Pulock's 27, so they're getting it done. Tanev and Murray, they dropped to a minus player, okay. And then goaltenders, Goddard, yeah, his goals against went up a little bit, 2.43. Clint Windsor, absolutely horrible. He's been no support for Goddard, okay, and 92.01. So I think it might be a time to bring up Bobrovsky, send Clint Windsor back down to the AHL. I'm not going to trade Clint Windsor because I still want to have our AHL team make the playoffs. They're 28, 20, and 6, so they'll make the playoffs and get some more experience for Musselwhite, Jones, and Renas. So I'm not trading away a goalie, but I will bring up Bobrovsky to give us a better backup, right? And you know what? Yeah, we got time in this video. Yeah, it's going a little bit long, but you know what? I can quickly just do this for you guys. The kind of player that I'm looking for, right? Wants forward, NEH, potential range, only 3-star, medium, and I want somebody with a physical category and a defensive category all the way up there, okay? So let's see who we got. Let's see who's available. It shouldn't be that big of a list. Yeah, we got Milan Lucic and Gabriel Landeskog. All right, these guys are both top 6 forward. So I don't think I'll be going after those guys. So let me take that off actually, and let me lower defense and leave physical up there because I want a tough guy. So let's see. Yeah, you got all these guys down here. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna have to find somebody. So you know what? Instead, let me do this. Take the physical category out of there, defensive category at 4-star, and let me go to, let me see, fighting skill, and the minimum rating will go up to, let's say, 90. Let's see if there's any studs out there just yet with a good defensive category with 90. All right, so you got Milan Lucic and Zach Ronaldo, 76 overall. Nah, I don't want Zach Ronaldo. Let's drop it down a little bit. Fighting skill, let's drop it down to 85. Let's see if there's anyone available. All right, so there's a few players here. So like players like Andrew Ladd, maybe 81 overall, 1 year left, 3.3 million, but he's 34 years old, right? Andrew Ladd, he's got a good defensive category. He could replace, you know, Zach Cassian, and since his trade value, you could get Andrew Ladd for Cassian and somebody else, or Rene Bourque, right? There's Zach Cassian right there, but it's the cap problem. 3 years left, I don't like. All right, and we haven't even found really any tough guys. You know what? Last but not least, let me just lower the defensive skill right to there. All right, let's see if there's anybody else for you guys. Yeah, there's a few more. All right, so you guys can see these guys. Just point out any names. All right, it doesn't look like there's any amazing tough guys that have been drafted that are ready just yet, but that's okay. So let me know what we should do. We have some decisions to make. I want to make the playoffs this year, so we're at the trade deadline. We definitely got to make some moves. So let me know, boys, and I will see you in the next video.